36 actors you forgot were on Friends, from Noah Wyle to Jennifer Coolidge. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood hung out at Central Perk, Monica and Rachel's apartment, and beyond. The 6 stars of Friends were, and still are, among the most well-known actors in the world. The Dynamite Ensemble of Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer was in everyone's living rooms from 1994 to 2004, and they were always the main attraction. However, the show also courted numerous big-time actors as guest stars across its 10 seasons. Among them were comic stars who were right at home on the sitcom, like Jennifer Coolidge and Ben Stiller, but the real treat was seeing primarily dramatic actors like Brad Pitt and Gary Oldman yucking it up with our favorite Friends. Ahead, we're looking back on some of those major stars who you may have forgotten showed up on Friends. Ellen Pompeo, Missy Goldberg, just a year before she made her debut as Meredith Grey on Grey's Anatomy. Ellen Pompeo played Missy Goldberg in a season 10 episode of Friends. Appearing in the one where the stripper cries, she played Missy, a former college classmate of Ross, David Schwimmer, and Chandler's, Matthew Perry, who secretly made out with Chandler despite the two pals' pact not to fight over women they both liked. Madeline Boardman. Sean Penn, Eric. Sean Penn appeared in 2 episodes of Friends during the show's 8th season. He played Eric, a man engaged to Phoebe's, Lisa Kudrow, twin sister, Ursula, also Kudrow, but doesn't know that she's been lying to him about her life. MB. Dakota Fanning, Mackenzie. When she was just 10 years old, Dakota Fanning played Mackenzie in the season 10 episode, the one with Princess Consuela. Her character bonds with Joey, Matt LeBlanc, when Monica, Courtney Cox, and Chandler come by to look at her house in an attempt to move to the suburbs. MB. Julia Roberts, Susie Moss. Julia Roberts stopped by Friends' 2nd season as Susie Moss. Appearing in the one after the Super Bowl, Part 2, she played a childhood acquaintance of Chandler's who finally gets her revenge on him after years of teasing. MB. Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Hayes. Jeff Goldblum played Leonard Hayes, a serious theater director, in Season 9's The One with the Mugging. After a rocky start, Joey stumbles on some talents and goes to great lengths to impress Leonard in his audition for a play. MB. Brooke Shields, Erica Ford. Brooke Shields was featured in 1 episode of Friends, playing a woman named Erica Ford in the Season 2 installment, The One After the Super Bowl, Part 1. A slightly out-of-touch woman, Erica cannot understand that Joey the actor is not Dr. Drake Ramoray, the TV doctor, in real life. Thanks to a little acting from the gang, their short-lived affair comes to a close. MB. Helen Hunt, Jamie Buckman. In a brief Mad About You crossover bit, Helen Hunt played Jamie Buckman, her character from the famed sitcom, in a Season 1 episode of Friends. Appearing in the one with 2 parts, Part 1, she steps into Central Perk and tries to order coffee from Phoebe, mistaking her for her server twin, Ursula. MB. Rebecca Romijn, Cheryl. In her very first on-screen role, Rebecca Romijn played Cheryl in the Season 4 episode, The One with the Dirty Girl. Cheryl is the dirty girl in question, a new girlfriend of Ross whose messiness is past the point of forgiveness. MB. Soleil Moon Frye, Katie. In the Season 5 episode, The One with the Girl Who Hits Joey, Soleil Moon Frye was said girl who hits Joey. She played Katie, a spunky woman who playfully punches Joey's arm without realizing just how much it hurts. MB. Hugh Laurie, Gentleman on the Plane. A Pre-House. Hugh Laurie appears in the Season 4 finale, The One with Ross's Wedding, Part 2, as an unnamed passenger seated next to Rachel, Jennifer Aniston. On her flight to London, Laurie is at his deadpan best as she goes through her entire love saga with Ross and her intentions to interrupt his upcoming wedding to Emily, Helen Baxendale, with Laurie's character adding, "I'm sorry, can I interrupt? You know, I just want to say that you are a horrible, horrible person." Kevin Jacobson. Jane Lynch, Ellen. Jane Lynch made a brief appearance in the final season of Friends in the episode, The One Where Estelle Dies. She played the realtor, Ellen, who helps Chandler and Monica in their search for a home in the suburbs. MB.